Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my take on day 4 of Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. So before I forget, Christy is joined every single day this month by Crystal from Pineapple Papers and by Khristina Sorge. So I will have both. I will have Christy's, Crystal's, and Christina's channels, of course, linked below. And I will be playing along on Sundays with what I'm now calling a new series, Sketch Sunday. So we'll see if it continues on after, but I will certainly be playing along with 30 Days of Sketches round 4 every Sunday. And I think my absolute first video ever was for 30 Days of Sketches. I've loved this series, all 4 series that Christy has done, and I think that's what sort of prompted me to get some videos out there. And I'm pretty sure that my first video was in the March-April time frame, I think, of 2018 or 17. I think it was 2018. I think it's been about a year and a half. And I think it was for series number 1. Anyway, if you are playing along, use the hashtag CBL4. I think that's right. Anyway, it'll be in my title below. So this is a little bit of a twofer, because when Christy sent me the sketches for the Sundays, I laughed because on Friday, and the last couple of Fridays, I keep saying that I'm going to go back, this famous scrap lifting thing that we're doing with hearts of Sarah and then Katie, and she scrap lifted me back and yada, yada, yada. I kept saying I was going to go back and scrap lift Katie's original with a cut file, and I had to laugh because when Christy sent me the first Sunday sketch, lo and behold, there was a heart, and I said, okay, well, there's the sign. I really have to get this one done, combine the two, and get a layout up. So the first thing I notice here is this heart seems to be full. It's a lovely sketch, and I think it's by Crafty Templates. It's a lovely sketch. This looked to me as though the heart is solid and that it was scalloped, but now that I look at it, maybe in fact it was stitching. Anyway, my first idea around it was, well, that's scalloped. I don't have a scalloped heart, nor do I have a full heart that I could scallop. And then Katie, of course, had used a cut file, which she backed in just a few places. So that was my starting point. I went and I got that lovely cut file that I had from, this is using my How to Kill a Kit with Style for November, which was brought over from October. And this is the lovely kit that I got for International Scrapbooking Day this year, back in May. So I took the heart and I did back a few areas. See, I backed it here, and I backed it here, and I backed it here, and I backed it here with some paper from the Color Play collection and a couple of other bits that Christina had sent along. So I just backed a few, like Katie did in her sketch. And then she had a little bit of splattering underneath, and there was some splattering on this one. So I added that underneath. And then for me to replicate a little bit to get the scalloped edge, that kind of thing. And in honor of Christy, because I think Christy is also the first person, Christy or Christina or both, who got me stitching on a layout. So I decided to back my cut file just in a few spots and then stitch around the outside in this sort of lovely teal color. So that was my little bit of my labor of love this afternoon as I was watching days 1 and 2. So I guess this is day 3. Yeah, not day 4. Day 3. As I was watching days 1 and 2, I just sat back and did a little bit of stitching. And in the end, I love how this turned out, very relaxing. So I put my cut file flat to the page inside of the stitching, had my mist that I used. I used Color Shine in pink and in teal, I believe, on there. And then to replicate a little bit the circle that I had here, I used a big doily. So I only have the one circle. There's 2 photos here in circles. I have one collage where there are 3 photos, but rectangular, a little bit more like Katie's, I guess. But to replicate the circle that comes off the page, I used a doily. And once, you know, in all honesty, once I had that down, there's really not an awful lot more that is needed. So this is going into my Passion Scrapbooking series. This is a part of my scrap room. This is a collage. These are some of my stamps. These are the Stamping Up stamps, some of my paper. This is the area that I showed in a video last week on my Facebook page, which has my bowls and lots of little decorations, my Raskog, and my Canon selfie, because my Canon selfie is an integral part of my scrapbooking. I have not printed a photo elsewhere since I got this, and I think I've had my Canon selfie now for maybe 3, maybe even 4 years. It was a birthday present from me to me. So then the title in this sketch over here is over on the left-hand side, maybe a little bit lower. Katie's is probably a little bit lower as well, but I sort of liked this square area that was on the black cardstock that I could put, and the word grateful here, which is a chipboard from the Horizon collection, fit perfectly, I found. So you can read it well. It spans across, it touches the black, but a couple of the areas that I paper pieced, and it says grateful. And now, I'm sorry, this is like really corny and cheesy, but I love it. I don't know, it hit me before that grateful and Scrhappy, S-C-R-H-A-P-P-Y. I think I'm hilarious. Sorry. So grateful and Scrhappy. I have to get some cheesy ones in there every once in a while. Then so that I would have, this was not completely just black with a little bit of the mist, I put another piece of chipboard from the Horizon collection, the Sweet Life, a little flower. This is from a Dear Lizzie puffy stickers, Merci, which was there, and I thought it fit perfectly there, and it goes along obviously with grateful. And people, because Katie got a couple of some tassels on hers, so I got one of those tassels used. There you go. One of those tassels made it on a page. And right at this minute, I can't find the other 2, but one tassel made it on this page. And then here, just have fun. A couple of little tab stickers that come from the Color Me Happy You Had Me at paper. And there you have it. So I think I combined fairly well both of the sketches. I think you can see both of the sketches in my layout. And at the end of the day, I love this. And it's going into my little Passion Scrapbooking. Got some stitching, which I hadn't done in a while. Thank you so much, Christy, for having me play along on Sundays. Make sure you go and see Christy's awesome layout, of course, and Christina's and Crystal's, because all of their channels will be linked below. And I will see you next Sunday for another 30 days of sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life. Thanks for being here. Bye.